Shay family, it is Amon Rose, aka Edwin Rose, aka the Conscious Cowboy. Hey, I'm looking scraggly, man. That's why the lights are a little dim. But I just want to talk about something. I know it's an old topic. I know it's past. Uh, this the I see a lot. I mean, I've seen a lot of conscious people. So the video I saw is of a it looks like they're celebrating Kwanzaa. I really didn't watch the video, but I really didn't pay attention to the video. I didn't go into details in the video, but the video is kind of what stuck in my head. And then after watching that video, I started seeing other conscious people posting that they don't celebrate, you know, that they don't put up a tree. Okay, here's the narrative. I want to take out the word Christmas. Okay, they don't put up a tree. Okay, now, in the video, the dude had his family. He had his children speaking why they don't, Christmas is satanic and all this other stuff. But I don't want to use that word right now. I want to use the word tree and tree only. Okay, right now, this part of the video, I only want to use the word tree. Okay, now I've given you guys, and this information is for all of our black people, not just, our Christians, not just our conscious people. It's for everybody. So anybody can take the information that I give you and go research it. I've told you guys before that I don't have a problem with you looking up the information that I give you. Don't have a problem with you at all with you doing that. I don't have a problem with you asking questions. I don't have a problem with you inboxing me. What I have a problem is you sticking to someone else's narrative and not paying attention to what you're doing. Yes, this video is to my conscious people about putting up a tree. Okay. Once again, I'm not going to use the celebration word, because the only text that tells you not to do that is the Bible. Okay. The only text that tells you not to put up a tree is the Bible. And I'm reading Jeremiah. Okay. So Jeremiah 10, 1 and 4. Do not learn the ways of the heathen. Do not cut down a tree from the forest. Do not adorn it with silver and gold. Do not fasten it so it will not move. Once again, this is instructions from the Bible. It doesn't say the C word, right? It says, do not do this with a tree. We all know what that, in this system, we all know what that symbolizes. We all know if you cutting down a tree and you putting up a tree and adorning it, that's the C word. Okay, cool. But the Bible is telling you not to do that. I don't subscribe to the Bible. I do things, kind of opposite of what this book says. So I must say to my black people, to my woke community, to my conscious community, why are you not putting up a tree? Christians, this is from a book that Christians follow. Why are you conscious people? Why are you following the words of this book? So I know I used to I used to hear, and it used to piss me off about woke Christians. So you're a woke Christian now? So you woke, but you're a Christian. So there is a gray area for you woke Christians. Because you're not woke. You're a woke Christian because you're following, you're conscious enough to say, hey, the Bible does instruct me not to do this. So I'm not going to go get a tree, and I'm not going to do this because I am a Christian. See, because the other Christians of the community, the other Christians in the world, they're putting up trees. They're disobeying their Bible, blatantly disobeying their Bible. But you cannot claim to be conscious or woke and say you're not putting up a tree. I don't get that. That doesn't compute with me. Explain that, Christians, woke Christians. Anybody conscious on my page that follow me, YouTube, this is going to YouTube. Any YouTube people, explain that to me, woke community. Why aren't you putting up a tree? The Bible instructs us not to put up a tree. I don't get it. I don't get it. That's my tree this year. Something else popped up. Another video popped up. What'd I say? The tree of life. So if you are so-called woke and conscious, you know that the Bible is an attack on black people. They call us the heathens of the Bible. We're the ones that need saving of the Bible. So what was it that they were doing to put up a tree and adorn it with silver and gold? Now, I overstand. Am I saying it right? Sagranelia. I overstand all of these Celtic holidays that you associate the C word with. See, this has nothing to do with the C word. The Bible does not say the C word. But I understand why you get it confused, because when you look up the C word, you can see all of these satanic, evil ass, Celtic ass celebrations. I get that. But they did not do the tree like that. At first, it was all wreaths. If you find all these old pictures of Sagranelia, all of these Celtic holidays where they putting up the tree. First thing first, the tree was upside down. The tree was hung from the ceiling. So they try to flip everything, until they get it perfect. They steal your shit, rebrand it, and give it back to you. That's all they did with this shit. And if you guys understand that, if you overstand that, you can see where they actually stole two people's celebration, merged it into one, played with it for centuries, and now they've come up with this holiday of the C word. But like I said, I don't want you to use the C word right now. So it's all about the instructions of the Bible saying don't go cut down a tree. So we have to say my question was, years ago, what holiday was they celebrating where they actually, cut a tree down? And it led me into Kemetic holidays. And if you guys do some research and find these Kemetic holidays, these our ancestors celebrated damn near all year long. So there's two people. There's Haru, which is the base of the story, because now I'm going to use the C word, okay? So, and I'm going to use it two different ways. I'm going to use it the original way, which is Krest, K-R-S-T, and Christ, okay? So the original Krest, which is Amun, they stole his story and gave you Jesus, right? So this is Amun's actual birthday that they celebrated towards the end of the year, moving into the new year. Amun. They changed his name from Amun to Jesus, and he's the original Christ, and he's your Jesus Christ. So now you got Christmas, or Christmas, which is the celebration, the so-called celebration of Jesus' birthday, which it wasn't. They combined it. As you guys can see, if you guys know about Saturnalia, you guys can see where they combined all that shit. And what's the Krampus? The evil. Some people still celebrate Krampus to this day. Some people still have parades and they show this demonic ass entity all the time. But you can see where they brought all of that shit together and blended it in for Christmas. But moving back, because it's not about Christmas, it's about the tree. So now you get into Sheshet. Sheshet was given knowledge from the tree of life. So during this time, which is also the ending of the solstice, going into the new year, they celebrated her as well. Now, once again, family, you have to realize that these celebrations were everybody wasn't doing the same celebration. Everybody wasn't paying homage to the same person all the time. All of these deities that we look up, that we worship, that we didn't worship, that we paid homage to, there might be a clan or a tribe of people that honored Sheshet. That might be a clan of people that honored Horus. That might be a clan of people that honored all of these different deities. Not everybody did the same thing, right? So you had different holidays that represented that there was a tree being the representation of the tree of life being cut down, ordained, made not to teeter, and we celebrated it. And we gave gifts because it did represent the tree of life, where it was also the tree of knowledge. So the fruit from the tree, she would give the representation of, if you guys know about Sheshet, she would give that to the Pharaoh. The Pharaoh would become with all the knowledge. Okay? So I just don't get our people. I just had to give you their history and run it down. And once again, you can challenge my statements. And I know, like I said, I know Christmas is past, but we kind of get caught in a cycle of putting out that information only during that time. So I'm starting to see people try to break their cycles and talk about things, you know, to break that cycle to educate you before it comes. And I want to start doing that. You know, I don't want to talk about Christmas just during Christmas time. I don't want to talk about the New Year just during the New Year time. I want to talk about that stuff year round. So maybe not so much like everybody else does, but every other month, redo a little video or share this video and say, hey, why is my woke community bashing and banging on the tree? Why do we have woke people following the instructions of the Bible? And like I said, I don't mind you having a conversation with me. I don't mind you even getting on your platform and talking about me. But show me where you're solid. Because if you following the instructions of the Bible, you are a Christian. Christians should be following the instructions of the Bible, not you and I. You and I should be saying, fuck the Bible. Fuck what the Bible says not to do or to do. As a matter of fact, anytime the Bible says not to do something, I'm looking at it as maybe I should be doing it. Maybe I should be doing it. Maybe that's something that I should be looking into. Don't learn the ways of the heathens. Don't do it. And it doesn't say the C word. And I don't want to use the C word. Even now that I'm thinking about this and listening to myself, I don't even want to use the C word no more because it doesn't mention the C word. Why aren't you putting up a tree? Representation of Sheshet and Haru. Why aren't you doing that? Why are you sitting here making videos with your family in it, talking about we don't do this and we don't do that? You should be doing it. It's your origins. Stop using the C word. And I'm going to do another video, right? Going to do another video. I might not even do a video. I'm going to do another post. There's things that I stopped using, right? I stopped using the word queen. I call my females empresses right now. I did a video about this years ago. I did a video about the origins of the word, and then I did a video, not everybody's a queen. So you shouldn't be calling them queen. But that empowerment thing to call someone queen and to see them light up is I don't use that word anymore because I know queen means whore. If you notice in the last year or two, I started using empress. Okay. So I don't say, hello, my queen. I say, hello, empress. Hey, queen. I say, hey, empress. I gotta consciously make that decision to change those words and to do that. But these are the things that you once again, family, you're never going to get to the level where you're not learning. I don't know if your mind can, I don't know if your brain can actually retain all the information that is out there. So even when you learn something, there's going to come a time where you're going to reinvest time back into that process or that topic. You're going to study it again. I don't think there's ever going to be a point in our lives where we can sit here and say, I don't never, ever, ever have to pick up a book and do my research again. There's always going to be a point where you're going to have to evolve. And now that you know certain words and you know certain things and terms, you don't use them. You make a conscious decision to try not to use these words. Like I said, I try not to use the word queen. I try not to use the word bless. Bless is a curse. If you look up the word blessing and you get down to the origins of the word, you find out the history of the word, it means to curse. So no blessing the house, don't bless me, anoint me. But that's my journey. But I don't see people trying to evolve. I see people stuck in what somebody has told them. Or they'll watch a video, and I don't remember his name, General Sanaa Sethi or some shit like that. Look, I ain't got shit against the brother. I ain't got nothing against the brother. The only thing that I can actually say that he has a very popular video about putting up a Christmas tree, and he ain't doing it. Once again, as woke and as angry, as egregious as you want to say this brother is, that's wrong. You should be putting up a tree. Why shouldn't you? Seeing conscious people with their families talking about what they don't do with the C word for the tree. No, leave the C word out. You should be putting up a tree. You should be honoring and paying homage to our ancestors, and this is how they did it. Why do you think the Bible say don't do it? Why do you think the Bible say don't learn the ways of the heathens? What was the way? I gave you the way. I gave you the way. There was 2 celebrations that they did where they put up the tree. Haru's birthday and the honor Sheshet. So its representation is the tree of life. That's why the Bible tells you don't learn the ways. So once again, you're a woke Christian. You know, I hate it. I hated the term. When I heard it, I was like, there's no such thing. You can't be woke and in the church. And I started seeing woke motherfuckers in the church. You can't be woke and subscribe to the Bible. I see woke people all the time thanking God. I see so-called woke people all the time not saying netters, not saying our deities or our ancestors. They say God, and they know God is only that word in that Bible has only been around since the 16th century. They know that. These are guys that call themselves Babas, not a higher power, not the higher beings, not a collective, the creator, the collective creators. None of that terminology. They say God. For me, that lets me know you lost in the sauce, man. That lets me know that you are a woke Christian, because you're still holding on to the teachings of the Bible. How can you even use if I'm not trying to teach you and I'm not trying to reach you on some level? Why am I still using that term God? I pay homage to my ancestors. I anoint my house. I don't bless my house. I anoint my house. I have to change that. I have to consciously make the decision to know that these words are curses, that these words have power, and the origins of these words still resonate. I know I went too long. I know I went long, but I just wanted I gotta start. I don't have to, but I'm going to start talking about things when it's not that summer for those things. You know what I'm saying? I want to mention it now so you guys can have some type of understanding that what we're doing doesn't make sense, even as the conscious community. Why am I seeing videos of conscious people talking about not putting up a tree? So you are woke Christians. And until you get the Christian part off of it, and then you take the woke off of it, and you become conscious, then we can talk. Because once again, I try to tell y'all, there's levels to this shit, man. There's levels to this shit, and I'm not trying to say that I'm not trying to say that I'm the top one, but I'm up there. I'm up there. I'm not saying that I'm the top dog. I know my delivery may be rough sometimes. I know people don't want to invest time and 20 minutes into watching videos. I know these things, but I'm still going to stay true to who and what I am. I'm not doing this for likes. I'm not doing this for none of y'all fucking money. You know, once again, I have the page. When the last time y'all heard me talk about the donation page? See, it ain't about that. It's about when you get tired and you realize the real ones are the fake ones, and the one that you probably have seen more hate towards are the real ones. The ones that you see, and I'm not saying I'm the only brother out here that's saying this. I'm telling you, the ones that y'all see really, really like, hey man, he ain't doing it for the gram, he ain't doing it for this. Those are the ones you really need to start paying attention to. I used to tell people this all the time. Pay attention to your woke or so-called conscious friends. If your conscious friends are speaking against the government, the society, institutions, jail, sports, if they're talking about that, pay attention to them. Pay attention to them. I see conscious brothers on here talking about what y'all think about the football game, man. Who gonna win? Who gonna do this? I mean, come on, man. Come on, man. But anyway, like I said, man, I could go on about the different topics that I see that is as a conscious person that I'm looking at it like, yeah, what's your purpose, man? What's your purpose, fam? And just to stick to the topic, is like, what's the purpose of you saying you don't celebrate or you don't put up a tree? I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't want you to celebrate Christmas. Fuck Christmas. Take Christmas and ram it down everybody's ass. Christmas is not mentioned in that book. What's mentioned in that book is taking a tree, cutting it, adorning it with silver and gold, fastening it so it doesn't teeter. That's what's mentioned. That's the focal point. That's what I'm asking you guys. If you guys see this video, don't get, I don't want to hear about the, I know about all that other bullshit. I'm not asking you about all that other bullshit. I'm asking you why you don't put a tree up. I'm asking you why you didn't research what does the heathens do? Who are the heathens? What celebration was they doing when they go do this? It wasn't fucking the C word. They didn't have the C word in ancient Kemet. They didn't. So anyway, all right. Hey man, once again, it's your boy Edwin Rose. It's me. I don't mean to say your boy. It's Edwin Rose, aka the Conscious Cowboy, aka Armand Rose, man. And realize I do this because I love y'all. All right, have a good one. Hotel.